Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to another video from Kentucky Reptile Zoo. Today we have extractions from Jameson's Mambas, Dendroaspis jamesoni. These are gorgeous snakes, so I hope you enjoy. So instead of doing each snake from beginning to end, I've kind of divided this into 3 sections. So the tubing portion, the pinning portion, getting a hold of the snake, and then allowing it to bite as the 3rd portion. So you're going to see each snake go in the tube first. And the reason I did this is just so you can kind of see the variety of things that the snakes do to try to avoid going into the tube. So this one really enjoyed going above the tube for a while. This one here eventually realized that it could go inside. And you'll see that the setup we have is this board. It looks really high tech along the ground. And that board is actually holding the tube, I think you can see it pretty well right here, against the wall. And then the brick is just preventing the tube from flipping up. And so what that does, hopefully, is make a dark tunnel that the snake feels like is a nice, safe place to go. This snake right here, he has not noticed that there is a place to go yet. So there we go. Once they notice, a lot of times they'll crawl in it pretty quickly, which is really nice. This next one, I believe, yes, this one here is opaque. He's getting ready to shed. So he's looking a little dingier than the other ones, but I promise you, he is just as pretty as the other ones when he sheds his skin. These are just gorgeous snakes. So this one here also, I think, just doesn't see yet quite what's happening. But he does this, oh, maybe I'll crawl up the hook. And you can see Jim move the hook right away there so that he doesn't come up the hook towards Jim's hand, which obviously is not what we prefer. Our Mambas do like to crawl up. There he goes. So sometimes you just have to kind of keep redirecting them so that they don't go up towards the ceiling too much. This snake started out going the wrong way. And this one you can see was super cooperative. He saw that little escape place right away, went right for it. I believe this one here is the last one. This is probably my favorite of these Mambas. Don't tell the other ones I said that. And you can see he also does not yet see that there is a nice place to go underneath there. It really is just all about patience. And a lot of times people ask why we do this. There he goes. I think you'll see now in the pinning portion. So now we can see the pinning portion here. And sometimes they're going to work out really well, and then other times they're going to be slightly more difficult. That one there made a little grab right as Jim was getting a hold of him. This one here did this great side to side striking. Didn't actually get anything. This one is really cool. Check this out. So this snake, sorry for the flashing, I was filming it in slow-mo, is kind of pushing up against it, and then look at this like ninja move that he does here to get his head out from underneath there. I thought that was pretty cool, and why you have to make sure that you really properly have the snake pinned. You know, I think that proves that Jim isn't using a huge amount of force. You can see him kind of try again there. You know, you want the snake to be secured, but you also don't want to hurt the snake. So kind of get to see each one there. We just like this view of the snakes coming out of the tube. It's fun. But you can see how the rest of the snake is pretty restrained because it's inside of the tube, which makes it a lot safer for Jim Also makes it a lot safer for the snake, because when it's not writhing around so much and can't really do that, it can't twist, pull back as much, it just makes it a lot safer. So now you're going to get to see all of these guys biting. So these are all the different snakes. These snakes do not have a really large yield. The yield is pretty small from any mamba because their venom is so neurotoxic, they don't really need to have a huge amount of it in order to do what they need to do. So there isn't a giant amount of venom, and that's fine. We get what we get, and then the snakes are gonna have a break, and that'll be the end. Here's how much venom we got from 6 snakes. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, all of those things, and we hope you all have a great day.